We can go ahead and get started. Our first question is from Rock Kubatko.
Brandon, did Means have the MRI, and his decision to put him on the IL made easier because you've got a couple off days coming up, so you don't need 5 starters?
He had an MRI this morning. We're still waiting for the results. So with the couple off days coming up, he leaves the game in the first inning with some tenderness in his shoulder. We're gonna side on with caution and gotta see what the results say here probably the next hour or so.
Rich Dubroff, go ahead.
Yeah, did you talk to John this morning? Was his shoulder feeling any better?
I have not talked to him. I haven't seen him yet, just because he went and got the MRI a couple hours ago.
Nathan Ruiz, go ahead.
Brandon, you mentioned that you guys are operating with caution. John said yesterday this is something he's dealt with basically every year. Do you have any long-term concern? Obviously, he's pitched well despite it, but do you just have any long-term concern with him in this situation?
I don't have long-term concern. It is something that, he dealt with. You start the year last year and after summer camp, and back in 19 also we shut him down for a couple of weeks. I'm waiting to hear what the medical people say. I'm not, it's not my area of expertise, to be honest with you, but I would love to try to keep him healthy. And that's why we pushed him, we push him back on occasion after the no-hitter, pushed him back a couple days, pushed him back a day before this last start. So I'm just waiting to see.
Dan Connolly, go ahead.
Brandon, what does this do to your rotation as far as the next few days are concerned? Obviously you do have those off days. So how do you go and juggle all of that?
Well, we got Zim and Harvey throwing in the Mets series, and then we're going to figure it out from there. Before we decide anything, I want to see what the results say, and maybe get a timetable from our medical people what they think, and then we'll figure out the rotation.
John Muley, go ahead.
Skip, switching gears a little bit, what's your take on Anthony Santander been the last week or so?
Well, I give Anthony a ton of credit. He is playing with a really sore ankle, playing banged up, trying to post every day, wants to be in the lineup, giving him a DH day to day before an off day. He just hasn't gotten. I think he's close. I think he's close to getting hot. And I was kind of encouraged yesterday by the jam single the other way, just because he's been rolling over a lot of balls to the right side. So hopefully something like that can get him going. But yeah, he's playing not 100% and giving everything he has, every single day.
No, he was obviously did the rehab games and was ready to come back when he did. Has it deteriorated since then, or his ankle, or is it just hasn't, gone from 90 to 100%?
No, I just think it's just a maintenance thing, and an ankle sprain is tough. And when you're playing every day and you're playing the outfield, it's not easy.
Joe Trezza, go ahead.
Brandon, is Lowther here for coverage at this point, and can you possibly use him today?
Yeah, he is. So we used those 4 guys out of the bullpen, multiple innings yesterday. Zach's obviously stretched out and able to give us quite a few innings today if need be.
Rich Dubroff, go ahead.
Brandon, are you expecting Pat Valaika back for the Mets series?
I'm hopeful. Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
John Muley, go ahead.
Brandon, this has been the first week of no capacity at the ballpark. What have you made of the crowds so far, and do you expect them to get bigger as people get more comfortable in big spaces and get used to the fact that as many people who want to can come?
Yeah, I hope they do. That's a personal choice. But yeah, I'd love to see as many people as possible here in the ballpark, and when there's fans, it gives our players energy, and it's fun to play in front of a lot of fans. So hopefully fans continue to come out this summer, and we can fill up this, fill it up, and they enjoy coming out to the ballpark.
We have time for a couple more questions. Nathan Ruiz, go ahead.
Brandon, with Cedric, do you think the power was always there and he just maybe needed some of those tweaks to unlock it, or do you think this is something that's come as he's gotten older?
No, I think the raw power's been there. It's been there since I've been here. When he takes batting practice, it surprises you how far he can hit the ball. So he's always had the raw power. Now, for me, he's becoming a better hitter, which is now he's squaring up more balls and his power is showing up because of it. A little bit more contact, a little more line drive swing, and catching it out in front, and it leaves the ballpark. But he's always had that raw power. It was fun to watch him yesterday.
Last question is from Melanie Newman.
Brandon, Lopez has fought to be a starter and not a reliever with every stop that he's made in his career. And you've talked about how much faith you've put in him to keep him as a starter. Can you kind of just describe the way that the relationship between the two of you has grown since he's come over to the Orioles?
Yeah. Lopi he's just a great guy, and he cares. He's passionate. He really wants to do well. He's an incredible worker. So it's easy to like him, and it's easy to pull for him. I'm really encouraged his last couple of starts, kind of getting over that middle inning hump that he was kind of stuck in there this first handful of starts, and to be able to maintain his focus and his stuff through the fifth inning and on was key for him. And so really happy with the progress he's made, and I think he's got starter stuff in this league. And not many guys are 6'6" that throw 95, 98 with 4 pitches. And to see how far he's come, honestly, is pretty cool. I just want him to keep going, and I really enjoy watching him pitch every 5th day.
All right, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us, Brandon.
All right, thanks.